Hey guys, it's Candy of Natural Hair Dynamics with another video, and for today's video I am doing a faux goddess locks, and for the first phase I'm using Freetress natural twist braid as my hair of choice. And as you can see, I've begun to section off her hair, and I'm going to be installing all of the curly hair throughout her head as the very first phase of the style. So I'm making sure that I braid the hair not too tightly, because if it's too tight, then once you start to do the wrapping, then it's going to be unbearably tight. So I'm being very careful not to make the braid too tight. I'm braiding it, you guys, for only about an inch, after which I will transition that braid into a 2-strand twist, otherwise known as a rope twist or a Senegalese twist. So I'm doing that, making sure that the twist is tight enough so that they do not prematurely loosen or stand the risk of slipping out. So that's what I'm doing. And once I get close to the end, to the section of the hair at the ends that I will leave curly, I just stop doing the twist so tightly so that the curls can just fall naturally. Alright, so let's just do a close-up so you guys can see. Take a section of the curly hair and separate her hair in 3 parts in order to braid it. Use the thumb and the index finger just to pinch the middle section of the hair, and then you start off your braid the same way you would any, typical braid. And remember, you guys, I'm braiding it just for about an inch, and then after that I will start doing a twist. And I believe that this is a time-saving hack. I mean, I could have braided the entire thing all the way down, but of course the braiding would take longer, and we can't have that because it's all about maximizing the time. All right, so once I get close to the ends, you guys, I do not twist the ends tightly at all because I want the curls to just fall naturally. All right, you guys, so we are pretty much on the last braid before we move on to the next step. So just finishing up this one so that we can graduate to step 2. All right, so there you have it, you guys, all done and ready for the wrapping. And for the wrapping portion of the style, I'm using Zury Mali braid, and it's in the same color 1B. And you guys, I can assure you that the texture of this hair is amazing. The hair has a very natural, sturdy feel. However, it is soft to the touch. So it's perfect because it's not too shiny. It has a natural looking texture, which makes the lock look very realistic once you wrap it. All right, so to start, we are, sectioning off at the very end about an inch of the hair, and we are laying it against the already installed twist, but ensuring that the end of the hair goes to downward, in a downward direction. Then I'm starting to wrap, and I'm wrapping initially about 3 or 4 times before I start wrapping down, just to ensure that the hair is secured at the roots before you proceed with the wrapping. So now you're gradually wrapping, and at the same time that you're wrapping, you're using your fingers just to, spread the hair a little bit to make sure that it provides the necessary coverage for the braid that you're looking for. So just continue to slide your hand, the hand that you're using to hold the braid, just keep gradually sliding it down and wrapping. It's a gradual process, you guys. Alright, so once you determine the amount of curls that you want to leave out, then you are going to stop the wrapping, and yeah, I will show you on this one how I seal the end of the lock. Alright, so once again, you hold about an inch of the hair, put it alongside the twisted hair, and just begin to wrap it around at the root. But in order to ensure that your lock is securely installed, you want to wrap it around like 3 to 4 times before you actually start moving downward with the wrapping process. So I'm moving my hand down gradually while wrapping with the opposite hand. Okay, so once we are at that point where we have determined the amount of curls we want to leave out, what I do is I kind of wrap the hair around, say 3 or 4 times just to secure the ends, and then I actually start wrapping that portion of hair that's left back upward until it's just a small piece left. Then I use it to, make a slip knot. Wrap it around the finger, use the tail of the comb to pull it through to make that knot, and then I repeat the process. So I make 2 knots, and that is actually enough to secure it. But just to reinforce it, I'm using a little bit of the nail glue, and that will definitely seal the deal. And I'm doing a palm roll just to, you know, get the hair all neat and nice and get rid of the frizzes, and voila. Finally, we are winding down. We're coming to the end of the process, you guys, and I must let you know that this is a somewhat of a lengthy, you know, process, because it's a two-step process. I usually try to encourage my clients to start the day before and, you know, complete by doing the wrapping the following day, but it never happened that way this time. So just bear that in mind if you're going to take on this style, to know that it kind of is a time-consuming process. Yeah. But I can assure you that it's worth the time, you guys. When you're done and you see how beautiful the style is, and the fact that the style is long-lasting and very low maintenance, if not no maintenance, it is, you know, worth the time investment. And I'm using from my own product line, One True Natural, our Shine of Mine Nourishing Oil Blend, just to apply to her scalp, just to keep her hair healthy and nourished while she wears the style. And I encourage you to do that, not to neglect your own hair and your scalp while wearing these protective styles. I will leave the link to order in the description box below. And there you have it, you guys, our Faux Goddess Locs, looking all lovely, beautiful, not heavy at all, very lightweight, amazing, awesome, and all these other adjectives that I cannot let me stop. yeah, there you have it, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. As usual, I appreciate each and every one of you for your support and your time. Remember to like the video, remember to rate, remember to subscribe if you have not already subscribed, share, tell a friend about natural hair dynamics, and be sure to be on the lookout for our next video. We post on Wednesdays and on Saturdays, so keep it locked to natural hair dynamics for all of your hair care needs. Deuces.